Hi, I'm Elizabeth at the Radford Public Library with What's New in Books, and what's new is this new adult fiction book that was released at the end of 2020. This book is titled Here is the Beehive. It's written by Sarah Crossan, and she is an author who's written mostly fiction books for children, for teens, or for juveniles. This is her first adult book, and it is captivating. It is definitely edgy. The review on the top corner by Sarah Dunn, who is an author, is it's twisty, deep, and ultimately devastating, and I would agree with all those things. The story is told in verse. I don't know if you can see the way it's written. You can kind of breeze through this book because it's not written in the typical way that adult fiction is. It's written in verse. It goes by really quickly. It's easily readable, but it also still packs quite a punch. It's not lacking at all for content and for energy. It's just a really good story about an untoward topic, perhaps. The story is this. The main character is Anna Kelly, and she is an estate lawyer. She meets a man who comes in to have his will written, and they begin to date. And it turns out that both Anna Kelly and this man, whose name is Connor, they're both married. He is the father of 3, and she is the mother of 2. They begin this affair that spans several years, and then Anna Kelly, while she's at work being her estate lawyer self, gets a call from Connor's wife that he's passed away. And because she's the estate lawyer, she's receiving this call. It doesn't even quite connect with her that he's the one who has died. And so I want to show you a little bit about the way the book is written in verse. But as it begins, if I can just read you the first page. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. My tea had cooled in the mug. I wanted another biscuit. I wanted to message you. I was sorry for the argument. Barry. Helen buzzed through. I have a Mrs. Taylor on the line. She says we wrote up her husband's will and he's passed. She seems fine. I scrolled through emails, clients, questions, an L.K. Bennett sale. Put her through, I said. I reclined in my chair, ready to be soft and supportive. Mrs. Taylor, Anna Kelly speaking. Firstly, let me say how terribly sorry I am for your loss. That's very kind, she said. On my second screen, I searched Taylor in the database, 22 clients. May I ask your husband's first name? Yes, of course, sorry. She was unsure, like a name might be out of reach, already stashed away on some high shelf. And then, Connor Mooney, I'm his wife, Rebecca Taylor. We have different names. The wife, his wife, your wife, the wife. She has discovered us. This was her way of getting in touch, of punishing me. Because you were not dead, we had only spoken days before. I was planning to message you after lunch to apologize, make things good again. Anyway, from the very beginning, I was hooked. I wanted to know what happens. It's an interesting and definitely a twisty, deep, and devastating story, partly about what happens when you can't openly grieve for someone because this has been a secret for several years that she's been having this affair. And it really unfolds in kind of a menacing way as the story goes on. You feel like perhaps this main character, Anna, has lost her marbles a little bit. In the position that she's in as the estate lawyer, she actually gets to know Connor's wife, Rebecca, pretty well, and is not in a fatal attraction sort of way, but still a concerning sort of way, fascinated with his wife and his family who was left behind. And really being attached to them in some way because they're the only remaining link that she has to Connor. So again, the story is Here is the Beehive. It's written by Sarah Crossan, and we do have it new at the Radford Public Library. If you're looking for an edgier story written in prose, one that certainly got into my head and stuck with me, not only for the way it's written, but for the depth of the characters. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for listening. Stay well, and we hope to see you soon at the Radford Public Library. Bye.